Have you ever been the only person of color in any classes at the University of Illinois?
Yes.
Since I was a freshman, I have been the only black person in the class, and it's awkward as hell.
I don't know, I just feels like everybody's looking at you or something.
It might be me and like maybe one other person.
Is that important to you to have someone to relate to?
I feel like it makes you a little bit more comfortable, you know, sometimes voicing your ideas that you're like not speaking up for your whole entire race. You know, at least you got someone else that can be like, well, no, I haven't experienced what you experienced. So.
Like, if I'm the only person of color, then I feel like it's all on me to like speak up when somebody says something or like serve as the voice for the black.
You can't take on a question that's aimed at your entire race.
Do you feel like you're expected to speak for every black person?
Hell yes. Yes. Okay, let's talk about these group projects.
There's this time in class, we were in a group. There was more than one Matt. There was two Matts. It was a white Matt. It was me. Mm-hmm. They were like, well, we got to figure out a nickname for you guys so we can tell the difference between you guys because you're both Matt or whatever. And then the other man was like, hey, why don't you be Black Matt? I was mad. And I was like, he was kind of hefty. But I was like, why don't you be Fat Ass Matt?
I've had situations where I felt like my voice wasn't heard, or where it would seem like I would say something and it would be like, okay, and then the next person would say something very similar to what I said, and it would be like, yeah, we should definitely do that. And it's like, when I speak, it's almost like people just go deaf, like they can't hear what I'm saying.
There are some awkward moments where people feel like they don't want to work with you or they don't know how to talk to you, and I'm just like, we're all human. Let's just get this done. Let's get our A.
But then I've also had group projects where I feel like it was the exact opposite. Like they overcompensated. Like they wanted so bad to prove that they viewed me as equal and that my opinions were important, that like everything I said was like the greatest thing that they had ever heard.
Let's talk about these parties now.
I went to a friend's Halloween party. This was like a white female. She has a lot of white friends, and it was a costume party.
So what was it? Last year or 2 years ago, we had a Cotton Club, which is like the African American homecoming weekend, and there was this big party at Cersei.
People like dressed up like Little Bo Peep and stuff like that, and these guys came in as the Cool Runnings characters. So, they had the little Jamaican bobsled, jumpsuits on, but they had blackface on.
And all these, like, cops and dogs came out and there wasn't even a lot of people outside.
I'm like, okay, what the hell? Like, do I say something now, or do I just punch him? Like, what do you do at that point when you like confronted with blatant racism?
A fight going on or anything?
From what I heard, someone stepped on someone's shoes. And they called 50 cops for about that. And they put that on front page on the DI. Come on. When there's something that happened at like a bar but there's white people, you never hear about it. But whenever there's a black fight, everyone hears about it. And that's wrong.
OMG. Whenever you say however, but, or anything of that nature, you just negate your whole prepositional phrase.
If you're beginning a statement with, I know this may sound racist, but
you just negated it.
Or this probably sounds like a stereotype, but
it's not only racist, it's ignorant.
I mean, most of the comments I've experienced were like just pure ignorance.
Racist is that you just don't want to admit that, that you're wrong.
I think they correlate. Like, there's a difference between ignorant, like being, not really knowing that what you're saying is wrong, and being blatantly racist. But I think that the racism is ignorant of you.
Let's talk about the Chief now.
Let's talk about the Chief.
I'm definitely anti-Chief.
I don't like the Chief.
We just talking about this.
We definitely just talking about this.
It's basically mocking someone's culture because it's a white guy dressed up in an Indian suit running around, whatever.
Native American groups came to this campus and protested against the Chief. And people are still wearing that damn shirt. I just don't understand.
I understand the opposing side, like them saying that it's tradition. Like, slavery lasted for hundreds of years. I mean, you could say that was a tradition.
I'm just saying.
It might not be offensive to you, may be offensive to another group of people.
All black people aren't the same.
We're there, we deserve to be there the same way that they do, and our feelings and opinions and all of that should be just as respected as their white counterparts.